All right, guys, if you are just getting into the solar generator world and you're looking for a small unit to start with and gain some familiarity with, or like I use them for, a small unit to keep in the truck, this may be a good option for you. Right now, EBL, they did send this out to me free of charge to give them an honest review. What I did was I removed the Jackery 300 that I've been, or I think it's a 290 Explorer that I've kept in my truck for the last several years. And I replaced it with the EBL 300, the EB300. It's got a 288 watt hour battery. So that means that you can run up to 288 watts for up to 1 hour. Okay. Another way of breaking that down would be, if you were running like a 50 watt item, okay, you're going to get about just over 5 hours of runtime off of a 50 watt item. So a little bit of a way to break it down there. Unlike some of the companies, they actually sent all three ways to charge this, or at least all three ways that I would use. They sent a 12-volt cigarette lighter. I leave this plugged in my truck, and what I do is I leave this on the floorboard in the back behind the driver's seat. I run the cigarette lighter from my front to the back, and I leave it plugged in so that way when the truck is turned on and driving, it is recharging the unit. They also provided a 110 plug-in. That's probably my least used, unless I feel like a storm's coming up and I just want everything topped off, then I will use my 110 plugs. And then they provided the adapters for the solar panel. So I use the solar panel when we're going camping. That's pretty well it. I'll set up our tent. I'll lean a solar panel up against the cooler and be able to plug in the unit. So those are when I use those connectors. I pick up these little bags from Harbor Freight. I think they're little canvas bags. I think they're like $1.99. And I just keep all of my, the manual and all of my cords and all in that, and just keep them in the back of the truck. Another thing I do is I keep a USB-C charger on these, so that way I've always got a way to charge my cell phone or run my laptop, and I just wrap it around the handle, and that way it's always there with me. On this particular unit, there is a wireless charger on the top, which is neat. I don't typically see that on the smaller units. Does have a flashlight over on the side. Since I carry one in my pocket everywhere, and more often than not, it's kind of one of those things that, I mean, it's neat, but I don't foresee it ever being used. It does have pure sine wave inverter, so right on. And you've got your cigarette lighter on the front, which I will use for running, like when we're camping, we will use them to run a heated blanket in the tent. And it does have a USB-C that is capable of putting out 60 watts, so you won't have a problem charging your laptop. I use this unit for a few things on my truck. One is if we are on a job site and I need to be able to run Starlink. Starlink pulls around 20 watts. So this can run my Starlink for the majority of the day while I'm on a job site. And I'll be able to recharge my cell phone. I'll be able to recharge my mics for recording. And sometimes if I'm doing some editing on site, I will use my laptop. So if you have small items like that, that's really what this size unit is for. And if you're just looking to get into a solar generator and learn how they function and how they can be a help in your life, this might be a good one for you to start at. So there's a link down below. They are on sale for $109 right now. Sometimes the links will give you a discount code down below. You'll just have to see, because that's going to vary from time to time and what sales and specials they're running. So I hope you find this useful. If you got any questions, thoughts, comments, leave them down below and I will do my best to answer, and we'll go from there. All right, folks, Mountain Wizard out. See ya.